Everybody out there, it's Trent Austin. I'm trying a new little home studio thing here, so hope you are well. Let me just pull up the comments. Welcome to an edition of Live Noodles, this time with the beautiful AR Resonance Trumpet. This is the Estrema Trumpet. And this is the AR Resonance made by my friend Antonio. He's an Italian trumpet maker. This utilizes the Ma valve block. This bell is a 5.8-inch bell made by Sander, and it has some really cool features. So I thought I'd try a little new gear here. Actually, it's the same gear, but it's slightly tweaked, and love to hear your comments. Hopefully you can hear me okay, and I'm going to switch off and go to the trumpet mic now. And don't mind my air conditioning and things like that. You might hear my dogs bark too, because I am in my home studio. So just a quick thumbs up. Can you hear the sound? This is my talking mic on my camera. The mouthpiece is an ACB, of course. I only play Austin custom brass mouthpieces. This is a 3CS in acrylic with an AOS backward, and I've opened this up to about a 23 throat. So hopefully you can hear the difference between this microphone, hold on, and this microphone setup. Now, with all of our videos, they are raw, they're unedited, there's no sweetening, there's no like processing reverb, and hope you enjoy the clips. If you have a particular song request, please let me know. If you have a couple questions about this horn, and I should probably get it into the full frame, there we go. This is the AR Resonance horn that my friend Antonio made for Alex Cipiagan, and I bought it off of Antonio because Alex upgraded to another model. This horn is awesome, so. Sound okay? So, we're testing gear. So you're a little bit of a guinea pig in this, but I hope all is well. Again, if you have a song, I'll get back to really playing Donnelly. What mic am I using for my instrument? I am using the Barkley Infinity microphone made by my friend Michael Barkley. It's an incredible ribbon microphone, and it's going into a simple audio box, the Complete Audio 6. It's very simple. And like I said, there's no post-processing, there's no reverb. It's actually just the sound that comes out of the bell of the horn, and this microphone is extremely accurate. The microphone I'm talking on right now is the internal mic on my camera. I didn't bring the extra mics for that camera today. I left them at the shop. But this is the internal mic. If I play my trumpet on the internal mic, it's okay. be able to hear my voice as well. Anyways, a little bit out of shape trumpet-wise, sorry. Well, not out of shape trumpet-wise, but out of shape brain-wise. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm just trying this new gear. Hopefully it's cool. This horn is awesome. And it's part of my personal collection. Don't expect to see it for sale. I can't afford a new one. They're very incredibly well made, but they're also pretty pricey. So this complements some of the other horns in my collection, and I've recently parted with a few so I could afford this one. A couple key features. I don't know if you've ever seen them out there. That is what we call the MAW valve block. Notice how the piston alignment is different. You see that, especially on the middle port? That allows for you to have a little bit smoother airstream. Now, I will say that's a great thing, but there's also a negative to that a little bit, is that it requires a little bit more air, especially on articulated passages. So, for instance, I will switch mics here and play a little articulated stuff for you. Hold on. Let me pull my slide out a little bit. It's a little loose right there. So I'm still getting used to the horn. Hold on, let me turn my talk on. I'm still getting kind of used to the horn, so I haven't really found where it slots. I play my Copernicus almost all the time these days. This one is just for fun. But if you have a song request, post them in the comments. There might be a little bit of a lag between the comments you make and the comments I see on this software. But please, you know, comment as you like. Justin, hey man, how you doing, man? It's way more focused than you would believe, especially with the bell. I mean, the camera makes this bell look huge, but it actually is really large. This is almost a 6-inch bell. So it does have quite a good amount of clarity. I think this is more of a gold brass bell, to be honest, but it might be slightly on the redder brass side of gold brass. Every manufacturer has a slightly different take on what their components are. There are a lot of components, though, that factor into how this trumpet is made. One of the coolest things that I love about this trumpet is the fact that it has a sleeve adjuster. So you can actually have Boomerang. Now that's a good song. This is a 3-sleeve and it's right, you can see, let me see if I can get that closer to the camera. It's almost right up. This is an adjustable gap. So if I take out and put another sleeve in, Boomerang, that's a good one. I think I know that actually. Clark would be mad if I didn't. So if I put, this is the sleeve I normally play with, and I'm actually going to switch it. This is a 4-sleeve. I was having other people in the shop try. So you can see there's an increasing gap there. This, right at the butt end here, that 0 gaps into the receiver. So this allows you to have adjustable gap without having to modify your trumpet mouthpiece, which I always felt like is a huge compromise. Also, this goes in goes in solid so you don't lose any energy. So, Boomerang. Shilky B4, yeah, I owned one for a while. It was a little too compact for me. That's a All right, boomerang. Let's see if I know the intro. I think that's it. And then they do a little sound send off, right? I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a little warmer with this 4 sleeve than it was with the 3 sleeve. And the sleeves aren't the same number as Reeve sleeves, by the way. Anyways, super fun. Okay. Jonathan, if you're going from a Schilke 3 to something more efficient, which Schilke? I don't really sell new Schilke, so I don't have a lot of experience. I mean, we've owned every Schilke, of course, but if I was going from an X3, which is a great horn, B1, B5, maybe an S32 if you want a little bit more compactness. I'm not a huge fan of the S series, although we have a killing S22, I think, which is a large bore, which actually might be a bit step downward from the X3 as well. So we do have a gold S22 in stock. But anyways, thanks again for tuning in to Live Noodles. If you haven't seen this is your chance to try to stump the band, as they used to play on The Tonight Show. Clark used to be the guy who sang Mumbles. But if you put a song request, hopefully I know it. Probably I don't. But I'm also just fooling around with one of the trumpets in my collection, which is the beautiful AR Resonance Estrema. So I'm probably badgering that. I'm sorry if I am. So. To ask for a song request. If you have questions about this horn, I don't know a lot about this horn. I'm still learning about it, but it's super fun. And it's super versatile. Because the bell is so large, if I put my super deep mouthpiece in it, check this out. Hold on. My mouthpieces are here. So if I put my FX mouthpiece in this horn, this is my FX. It's super deep. So now I'm going to pair this horn up with a very deep mouthpiece. Because the bell is almost to 6 inches, check out the sound result. Now, honestly, on mouthpiece, I would actually probably go to the 3 sleeve because it better suits the short sound. You see how short that mouthpiece is, and the back wire is quite straight, so it helps the pitch, even though the pitch on the top high C is not wonderful because of that. Here's my 3CS. There's the normal depth of the 3CS mouthpiece, which is a little bit smaller than a Bach 3C in terms of the cup. That thing is gigantic. That's a huge and dynamic, I guess, is dynamic. But you know, another mouthpiece that's really nice. That's deep. It's a gigantic cup. It's deeper than our deep flugelhorn. This is our TF mouthpiece. Now this is a little bit in between. Actually, it's more close to the FX. So on this, and it actually butts up with this receiver, so that's kind of cool too. And let me turn on this mic. Switch back to the talking mic. Switch back to the talking mic. That one has a little bit of brilliance in it, so it's not super dead. So you can see Russia through that mouthpiece. Faux show, bro. Faux show. That thing is ginormous. You see the size of the toilets in this place? So anyways, again, if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Working on some tweaks on my gear here in the home studio, and this is a toy that I have, a tool I have in the shop. So this is a killing trumpet. Sean, how you doing, brother? This is a fantastic trumpet. So anybody who's looking to buy a new one, we can help you with that, probably at ACB. Just email us. Get your checkbooks out. They are not inexpensive, but they are worth every penny. I paid a ton for this horn. Actually, more than 2 tons. But I love this horn. So I'm gonna play it with my TF mouthpiece again. Anybody have a song request? Put them out there. If you have a question about the horn, I showed the maw valves earlier. I'll show them again. So there's a hole in my valve, dear Liza. So that gives it a little bit more fluidity, but at a cost. I think the articulations are a little bit more challenging for me. Maybe it's something I have to get used to. Check out how quick these threads are. Ready? 1, 2, done. So it's super cool. Now, Antonio also makes mouthpieces that thread into the receiver. I don't use them, I use my own mouthpieces, but he provided me with threaded gap regulators, which are fantastic. So, back to a ballad. That's a better angle, sorry. like I said, I'm still learning how to play this horn and just sort of adjusting to it. If you're tuning in, I'm just doing some noodles on the AR Resonance. It is a great horn. Thank you so much for your comments, and I love the fact that you're tuning in. If you didn't see our back to school sales, by the way, let me know. Send me an email to info@austinCustomBrass.com. Sign up on our newsletter. If you go to our web store, you get exclusive coupons to get cool shiny toys or not so shiny toys like this. And we have lots of non-shiny or shiny toys in stock right now. But again, that's the AR Resonance Estrema. Sorry for my badgering of the language, but I love it. And I love the fact that a lot of people freak out when you could see like the seam of the bell. Hold on. You see that? Right over here. People freak out about that. Main brace setup on that horn. There you go. Just traditional Z's. It does have these, and I will say that I had to resolder this when it was shipped to me, so they must have dropped the box, but that wasn't that intense of a fix. So those are the braces. It has a pretty short ferrule on the bell as well. And no knobs on the first, second, or third slide. And then for the tuning side, it's set up like this. So longer on the bottom. Because of the ovate nature of both slides, I think that's why they do that. Some people say to me it's just a monette, and honestly, it is not. There's a lot more on this horn than a monette ever had, and I've owned monettes, and I'm very fortunate I could go out and purchase one if I wanted, although I don't think they'd probably sell one to me. I love this horn so much more. It's way more versatile. It just plays so great. That, my Copernicus, are two like ridiculously versatile instruments that you could pretty much put in any practical playing situation. But someone asked for Stardust. It's my favorite song, so I'll play it for you. Turn off on this mic, turn it up a little bit. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I have to get ready to go play a gig now, but I wanted to test out the gear. It looks like it's working well. Thank you so much for being part of this crazy live noodles. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us anytime. info@austinCustomBrass.com. We truly appreciate all you do for ACB Have an awesome day. Take care, everybody. Ciao.